All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Monday. New week, fresh start. Okay, so last week was rough. The market was a bit of a mess. My mindset took a hit, and I'll be honest, it was a rough week to start a YouTube channel and a Substack because the market was rough and I wasn't 100% trading my plan. So this week I came in with one goal: to get out at my stops. No drama, no hoping, no praying. Today I did exactly that, and I walked away green. It was a small green day, but I will take it. I will go over how that went. Okay, so if you're new here, hi, I'm Raven. This is my trading recap for Monday, March 30th. If you're new here, which pretty much everyone is since I just started the channel, I post, I'm going to post daily recaps Monday through Friday on trading days, of course. And on the weekend, I will be posting educational content. Hit subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Okay, so let's get back into today. Before we talk about my trades, I just want to set the stage a little bit about the environment that we're trading in. Uh, Last week was ugly across the board. The S&P closed Friday pretty low. I think it was a 7-month low. Everything was down. The big driver were energy stocks, defense stocks. But overall, it was a bit tumultuous. And today we got a little bit of relief because futures were trading a little higher at the open. And hopefully that trend continues, okay? But I'm not convinced that we're completely turning around because we still have the war going on. And, one thing in the market can just turn the whole day around. So my goal my goal for the week was to be cautious and to just get out of my stops. Okay, also, it's worth noting that Friday is a holiday, so the market will be closed on Friday. I will post educational content on Friday. Okay. Like I said, my goal coming into this week was one goal, single-minded goal, to get out at my stops. Two things that I've been really struggling with are getting out at my stops and letting my winners run up. I tend to hold on to my losers, praying they'll turn around. Praying's not working, if you're curious. And I'm afraid to let my winners run. I just want to grab the profit when I see it. My accuracy is really good. For 2026 so far, I'm over 70% accuracy, which is actually phenomenal. But my P&L doesn't reflect that. It's really just, at this point, I think, an emotional issue, not a technical issue in terms of knowledge. I mean, of course, I'm a new trader. I've only been trading for a year, and I need to work on my knowledge base continuously. But I do think that right now, letting my losses run down and cutting my winners off is more of an emotional and mental issue, psychological. So I decided to attack the issue of making sure I stop at my preset and predetermined stop first. So that was my goal for the week. And the goal was simple: get out at my stops every single time, no exception. That's it. I was just going to, no exception. Okay. So I'm going to walk through a few of my trades. I actually had, I think I had 8 or 9 trades today. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 9 trades. Normally I have pretty good accuracy, but today I was green on 5 of them and red on 4 of them. And I came out ahead, okay? And so I guess I will go through some of the red trades where I got out. Actually, I'll go through one of my green trades because that's just really fun. All right, so let's take a look here. My very first trade of the day. The first trade on a Monday, I always feel nervous. I'm going to be honest, for some reason, I have terrible stats for Mondays. So now it's kind of getting in my head and I get a little bit nervous on Mondays. But in any case, the first trade especially, I really wanted to be green on my first trade. So the first one I traded was ELAB. It hit the scanners. It met my criteria for stock selection. And I decided that I was going to trade 500 shares and that my initial risk would be $50 or 50 cents a share. I was hoping to make 20 cents a share, or between 10 and 20. That was my plan. And I thought that was realistic given what was going on. So let's see. I don't know what is going on here. Okay. So let's take a look. I also have been in TraderView. They have this feature where you can create a tag for each trade. So I've been putting a tag based on the uh, setup that I'm working on. So in this case, it had pulled back, it had popped up here, and here it was kind of running around this level. Okay, so it wasn't really a pullback. I guess it is now that I'm looking at it, it's a bull flag pullback. I am going to change that right now. Okay, sometimes they look similar to me because I'm looking for the volume to decrease. I'm looking for, so anyway, I was looking for a break over about this level here. It did break. I got in here and it kept running up. I got out at 10 cents a share. In this case, I'm really glad that I got out at 10 cents a share and didn't hold till 20. Not just because it didn't go up till 20, but because now I sort of have it in my head that Mondays are a tough day for me for trading. So I think it's really important to get a small win right off the bat and feel good about it. Okay. So that was one green trade. Now let's go to a red trade. All right, so this one was TURB. I've traded this one before. It had breaking news. It met my criteria for stock selection, low float. The, price was popping up. The relative volume was more than 5 times the 50-day average. The price was between $1 and $10. And I will trade stocks between $10 and $20, and I do really well on them, but I'm trying to be really conservative right now because if that goes badly, it's like I've used up so much of my account for the day. So I don't trade on margin. I just trade with unsettled fund or settled funds. Okay, so here this one, I was trading on a micro pullback. I'm going to be honest. I have been working the micro pullback. I don't think it's working for me because consistently I'm having problems with it. I'm not liking it. So here I was looking for a micro pullback. I thought it was pulling back and then popping up further. And of course it rejected. It was the beginning, obviously, of a huge rejection here. So I actually got out before it hit 10 cents a share. I did not want to. Okay. I did not want to. Glad I did. I'm really glad I did. I mean, if you look here, yeah, it never popped back up. So that was a good decision. I mean, the fact of the matter is that whether or not it pops back up, I need to get out of my stop. And this is something that I've also been working on with trading. It's a lesson in trading and a lesson in life that I am trying to divorce the decision from the result. I think I read about this in one of Annie Duke's books. She was a professional poker player, and she talks about the fact that you can make a good decision and have a good result. You can make a good decision and have a bad result. You can make a bad decision and have a good result. And you can make a bad decision and have a bad result. So I can't control the result. All I can control is the decision. So if I make a good decision at the outset, which is get out at my stop, no matter what, it might have been a good decision. It might have been a bad decision, but I did my part. I did the part that I can control. I can't control the rest of it. So in this case, the result turned out to be the right one because it didn't pop back up. But regardless, I made the correct decision. So for all my trades today, one, I got out a little bit past 10 cents a share because of slippage and it was running down quickly, but I still tried to get out at my stop. For me, the win today was that I made the right decision. I made the right decision. Whether or not I got the right result in every trade, I have to leave that up to the fates. Okay, let's look at one more. Let's look at ELAB. Okay, this is one that I actually made a few green trades and then a couple of red trades. Okay, so again, I set my risk at $50. I was planning on getting out at 10 cents a share. Same thing. Okay, that's generally the ballpark I'm looking at. Okay, so here I was looking to, I guess it was pulling back. I said this was a bull flag breakout, but bull flag pullback, but doesn't look like that on the chart. Okay, so I got in here thinking it was breaking out over this level and it rejected. Okay, it rejected and I got out right away and I was red $54.75. Okay, so I guess you could argue that I shouldn't have gotten into this trade in the first place based on now looking at the charts in this post analysis. But today, my main goal was get out at my stop. And to be honest, because of that, I was having trouble focusing on all the other things I'm supposed to focus on when I'm trading. But so let's talk about what made today different, because it wasn't the market. It was me. Okay. And there's this thing that happens, it's like I'm coming in after a rough week last week. I have it in my head that Mondays are a rough day. And I'm coming in tentative. I'm also coming in with a plan to be cautious and get out at every stop. And, I followed my plan. I made the right decision in every case. And luckily, I got a little bit green today. I feel really good about that, honestly, because Mondays have been rough for me, and I'm really happy to have a green Monday. Okay, so my plan continues for the rest of the week to get out at my stops no matter what. Okay, we're going to see how that works. I think it's going to work great. Small green day today. I will take it. After last week, that feels great. Honestly, it feels great. There's one more trading day in the month. I hope to get even a small green day tomorrow, and then start fresh on Wednesday for the new month. So have a great day, you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.